Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. Joined as always by Mick and Age. How are we going tonight, boys?
Mate, we're flying. We got a huge episode this week. We've all been sick with the flu and COVID and everything else. We're going to go over Australia's huge win against Tunisia in the FIFA World Cup. Will they make it through to the quarterfinals? Who knows? We're going to go through our favourite segments, play on or penalty, this or that, and listener questions.
It's going to be huge, Mick, and we all put our balls on the line for tips of the week. We all got our tip ready this week, which is great.
I'm
so
trying
stay
to break
tuned.
my 0-6 curse.
Mick attempts to break the curse with his safe bet, so we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I've had COVID, boys, as you know.
I'll try and get a little bit away, but
Mate, nah, I tested this morning. I am negative.
Yeah.
But I was positive on Friday. I got hit by a bus. And I'm like, this can't be the flu. Tested. The double lines came up on the rat test.
Yeah.
And I was literally bedridden, just on dabble in the banter chats the whole weekend.
the COVID bus got ya.
Yeah, it rolled me, literally.
Mate, I've been a bit sick, but not from you, from the guy on my left, Jimmy. He turned up to last week's podcast sick. We did another special guest podcast in the middle of the week as well, and Jimmy was just sneezing and coughing everywhere. I've woken up sick as a dog the last 3 days, and I feel horrible. So thanks, Jim. Done well, mate.
So yeah,
No
he does have an excuse for not speaking on the last podcast.
It was
He had a sore throat and
Yeah.
lost his voice.
Yeah, I did. I had no voice. I don't know. I don't know if I gave you the sickness. I just think you boys are just soft. Like the last week, you guys have just been carrying on about being sick. But seriously, it was just a little flu. Get over it. Get
Well,
on
I
with it.
actually had COVID. So
Yeah,
I have
that's
a reason.
fair.
I don't know about Mick. Maybe Mick's a bit
Mick's
soft.
been a bit of a
to
carry
be
on
honest,
all week.
I'm not sure how I actually haven't caught COVID because on Thursday
I
at
was with you
Oztag,
3 days in a row, Mick.
yeah, we did
Yeah.
2 podcasts in a row.
Yep.
Then on the Thursday, we played Oztag, and I didn't bring my water. And at halftime, I'm like, Age, I'm so thirsty. I need a drink.
Yeah.
Can I do it? And you're like,
And I'm
oh.
like, you better air sip though.
He goes, you better ask if you might be sick. Little I know, he's got COVID. The next day, tested positive. I don't know how I haven't caught it
You
yet.
could have chose anyone's water. You chose me.
I've done like 100,000 rapid tests, PCR. They're all negative. No, and it said I'm not even infectious with a common cold.
So you got nothing.
So you're just soft.
So it's just my 0-6 streak just hurting me.
Yeah.
Literally, you got AIDS.
I'm sick from my tips, yeah.
Well, I'm sick of your tips as well, Mick. But let's touch on Oztag a bit. We had a massive win, 11-1, against our biggest rivals, the Beer Bellies.
Arguably our best game.
I think it's the one
Definitely
game.
your best game, Jimmy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I played. Yeah, played really well. No, thanks to credit to all the boys.
It was
Hey,
a
you did well.
master stroke from Niven Leary to put you in the middle.
It was.
Put you from centre to the middle.
Yeah, from
just-
link to the middle.
Normally you're in the link and you're a bit of like a, what can I say, like Tony Staggs or Ewan Aiken.
Yeah.
He has the blinkers on, doesn't look to me on his wing.
Yeah.
And in defence, shockers. But in the middle, different beast. He was throwing cutout balls, dummies, show and goes, everything in between.
Yeah, no, it was a really good game. Yeah, 11-1, like Adrian said. We all bagged a try.
I
Mick
bagged 2. It's what I do, mate. I've scored, I think, 6 for the season now.
But Mick, you got grub of the game.
Grub of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
would
the
say
biggest
so.
grub.
Look, there are rivals, and sometimes you just have to do these things and milk a bit and time waste a bit.
The worst is when, before half time, when the ball like went down, you just booted it clear, like
Booted
50
it,
metres.
yeah.
And they're
Off the
like,
field.
oh, good one, mate. You're up by 4. Mate, of course you're up by 4. We're all gassed. I'm doing one for the team.
Yeah.
Kick the ball out to Rosette. I'll go get it later.
And they made you go get it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll do that. No, but I think my best one that I did was they were attacking on their line. They had the ball. And I
Yeah,
think one
this
of their
is good.
middles or centers has got the ball. And he's not looking, but he's gone to like throw it to the outside. And as he's done that, I've gone, yeah, pass it.
called for the ball.
And he goes, all right, throws it.
And it's you.
He thought it was his teammate. It was me. I've just caught an intercept and they all go, oh, no.
Couldn't believe it.
They could not believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a grub move, Mick, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. What else did you do? What about when you made that break?
Oh, off the kickoff.
Yeah.
So they kicked me the ball off the kickoff. Bad move. You don't kick to me. I slowed down to be like almost like, oh, here's my tag. At the last second, just hit the goosey.
Addo car burners on.
Addo car burners.
Straight through.
They both missed me. And I've just run to the try line. I'm like, you know what, we're up. Let's time waste a bit. So I've run under the post. There's no post.
And you stood there and then like put the ball down slowly.
Yeah.
And then they're walking back and they're like, good on you, Power. Good on you. You're up by 10. Fuck off.
Honestly, yes, good on us.
Like, good on us.
Yeah.
Mate. Like, we're up by 10. Last time when we lost the semi-final last year, they were on the
Yeah.
sidelines laughing at us.
Yeah, they were cheering the other team.
So who's laughing now? We whacked your points.
But
difference
every
by
time
10.
like we like scored or went through the line, they were just like, oh, like good on yous and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
You couldn't tag us.
yeah,
It's your fault.
It's your fault. Like you can't tag us. So
They paid rego fees for that week to get pumped by 10.
Yeah.
yeah,
Demoralised.
Mercy rule.
Mercy rule, literally.
Literally, they have to start tapping it. That's how bad it was. So,
Yeah, well done, Jim. You had your best performance.
Thanks,
so
you.
the
Thank
Dirty
you.
Dozen they're on a roll.
We're on a roll.
flying.
Top of the table.
We're actually top of the table in Division
in Div
1.
So we're not Div 3 anymore.
No.
When we first started the podcast, we were Div 3 and battling mid-table.
Yeah.
The Thursday comps changed us.
Mate, now we're going to play that charity match. We'll be in fucking good shape. Good
Mate, they've
form.
announced some good players. They've got Olin Tekker's playing there.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
John
Yep.
Bernard's playing.
Oh, is he playing?
Yeah, he's playing. And
Nice.
I think his brother, I'd say so.
Yeah.
What's his name?
The Levy podcast.
Yeah, the Lebby.
Emilio. Jason David.
Yeah, there's a few people. I actually rate our chance. If we're on the same team, us three,
We would be.
I think you'd have to put us in the
Yeah,
same
we
team.
would be.
if you put like Jim as like my centre,
And you on the wing,
Me on
and
the
then
wing.
me as your half.
as half,
we
that
just
left
need a good
edge-
second rower.
Oh,
We need someone who can
gun.
tackle.
Yeah.
We need a good second row.
if we
tackle.
could get John Bernard,
On our, yeah,
I'd be
on the
happy.
edge.
I'd be
Very
happy,
Yeah, that'd be good.
No, that's good. What about Mick? You've been getting hit on recently.
mate, been getting hit on. I've put this in the
Elaine
notes.
put the earphones in,
I've
earplugs
told
in
her,
for
I've
this
told
one.
her already. I went to the bottle to actually get beers for Oztag
Yeah.
the other week, and then when I've got there, the lady at the counter, she's young. She goes,
The lady.
yeah, the female at the counter.
How young, Mick? How young?
Well, you'll find out in the story. So I go up there and she goes, look, I know you're not under the age of 25, but I need to just see your ID. All right, sure. Show her the ID. She goes, I put it up, show her, and she goes, ooh, cute.
Yeah.
And I'm stunned, mum. I'm like,
You rattled.
I was rattled. I was like,
You're rattled.
I was like, oh, thanks. She's like, oh, you look older than 22. You're actually my age. Fuck, now I'm rattled. I just want drinks and get out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thanks.
What were you buying? Like cruises or something?
I think it was Great Northerns,
Northerns.
for Jimmy. I don't drink
Yeah.
it.
Mid-strength
Yeah.
trust.
And it ended like that, and I was like, wait, still got it.
Oh, shit. Elaine's not going to be happy.
Have you been hit on recently?
Not really, mate. So I can't claim anything.
Doesn't happen anymore.
Nah,
for
it's
ya.
done. Time's over.
Thumbs
What about
up,
you,
mate.
Jimmy? Since you had a girlfriend, have you been hit on?
No, I haven't. It's
Jimmy gets hit on in the DMs from us.
He does.
No, I wouldn't say
We
that.
remember we had that weird account.
That kept being like, oh, I love Jimmy. Is Jimmy single?
Yeah, there's a few fans out there, but no, I haven't been hit on since I've been out. Since
he-
I've been in a relationship.
He got voted the sexiest cast member on the Rugby League live cards. So
Yeah.
fair enough.
But that was $1.01. So
Yeah, it was $1.01.
Everyone expected it.
Yeah.
But better yet, where if you go on the YouTube, we're all wearing jerseys. So I'm wearing Brazil because they're going to win the World Cup this year. Jimmy's wearing Netherlands
Netherlands, yep.
because he looks a bit Dutch. And age, you're
I'm
wearing
the Buffon Italian goalkeeper
They're in
jersey.
the World Cup. They're doing well.
Yeah, they're doing good. They're top of their pool.
Oh, yeah?
And
Okay.
they're probably going to win it. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll be back in Italy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. Context, age before the show goes, mate, Mick, you got to bring any World Cup jersey you got in your cupboard. I'm like, age, the only large jersey I have is a goalkeeper jersey
Well, you
from
didn't
Italy.
even say goalkeeper. You're like, I'll just find you one, the largest jersey. And I get it, and he brings me his goalkeeper
The
jersey.
Italian one as well.
Mate, if you
But
didn't,
it's fitting.
if
It
you didn't
is
have so
fitting.
many chai times, mate, maybe you can be in Jimmy's Dutch one.
Mate, it's not the chai times. I reckon it's the chockies and the fast food.
But
That's probably
Some
it.
Macca's after the night out.
The Macca's gets me good.
But speaking of Brazil, I used to actually a very good story. You probably saw it on our page, all the Brazilian celebrations in
unreal.
Maroubra. Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah.
I didn't think you were there. I thought you just got one from the pub.
So you know how that actually came about?
How?
So the guy at work, Tiago, we've spoken to him before. He's one with the bar 34.
Oh, Thiago
tattoo.
Silva?
No, not Tiago Silva.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Yeah.
Tiago, yeah. So
Pretty much.
he said to me, hey, man, let's go Maroubra Junction Hotel because there's been a big influx of Brazilian immigration moved to Maroubra. So they're like, he goes, come to Maroubra Hotel with my mates. And I'm like, all right. He goes, oh, there's going to be a few of us sitting around the table. I'm like, you know what? It's 6 a.m. I'm going to go to work anyway. I'm probably going to watch the game at home. So I might as well just go.
It's around the corner.
It's
from
around the
ours.
corner. So I was like, oh, whatever. And this pub is like bit run down.
It's a hole. Just say
It's
it.
a hole.
Yeah.
And normally there's no one in there. So anyway, I was sweet. Anyway, I wake up 5:50. I'm like, yeah, 10 minutes. I get there, whatever. He sends me a text. He's like, mate, you have to come here right now. It is packed. I go, what? Sends me a video. Like the whole room was full. It was like a festival of Brazilians. And I could not believe it. So I got there and he's like, mate, like I heard the drums start going. They had drums.
Drums as
They
well.
had beer thrown everywhere. People taking the shirt off. They was singing songs.
What?
It was actually, I was like, this is an incredible experience. Obviously, they won 2-0.
Yeah.
But just being with the Brazilian fans, obviously, none of them were born here. They were all just come from Brazil. So it's a big thing for them to watch Brazil, especially win in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And just some of their chants as well were the best. Like,
Can you give us one?
Yeah, you know, Bella Ciao.
It's Italian, isn't it?
It's an Italian song. Yeah, so they obviously hate Argentina because they're their South American rivals and they're competing for the most World Cups, this and that.
Yeah.
So they hate Argentina. So this was their song in the tune of Bella Ciao.
Yeah.
Di Maria, Mascherano, Messi ciao, Messi ciao, Messi ciao, ciao, ciao. So obviously they lost to Saudi Arabia the night before. So
Oh, that's pretty good. That's
yeah,
ruthless.
that's good.
Yeah, it was good. So I highly
So would
recommend.
you say you're like a quarter Brazilian or 1/8? Like,
Well,
Well, maybe that's how you got crook.
maybe. Maybe
He's
to be
blaming
fair.
you, Jimmy, but he's gone out to
Yeah.
these
Yeah, maybe I'll be
6
crook.
a.m. packed events.
Yeah, but Brazil. I'd probably say, if I'm honest, 30% Brazilian now.
Really?
Yeah, I can feel a bit of samba in my
And then
my veins.
what's the other?
Oh, I got
percentage?
a majority Italian and Australian in me.
It's like 40 Italian, 30
Yeah,
Australian.
something like that. If the math
Yeah,
adds
nice. I hope it does. Yeah, it does.
up. Did you do anything interesting on the weekend since you had COVID?
Mate, I told you, I was literally just in my bed watching the races and I did not leave the double banter chats.
Really?
Do you even know what they are, Jimmy? Have you been in it?
I've been in there. They're unreal.
It's mad.
I
So
love
you're
it.
literally just in this like channel,
Hyping everyone up.
the racing channel, and
Yeah.
every race you're just like, yeah, this is going to win. Why? And then people giving their tips.
I love the best
And you
is
just feed off each
like you
other.
can actually watch the races and talk
And
at the
talk,
same,
yeah.
at the same
Yeah,
time.
So
yeah.
if you see this like dog ping and it's up by like 5 lengths, like mid race, just like bang, like how good's that?
It's almost as if like you're at the pub or around
Yeah.
your mate's house watching the
Yeah,
races.
but I had COVID and it was in my bed, so it was
It
still
worked
pretty
out
good.
perfect for you. So if you want to jump on the banter channels and chat to people like Age with COVID and other great tipsters on the Double platform, sign up using the show notes below, or when you use the App Store, search Double. When you sign up, there'll be a little thing that says code. Put the code. What's the code, Age, again?
The Cast Patrol, Mick, or just Cast Patrol?
Oh, it's Cast Patrol.
CASTPATROL. And then you can
remember-
follow us and then obviously
Copy our
gamble
bets.
responsibly.
Yeah, gamble responsibly. And if you ever take it too far and you need assistance, what do you do, Jim?
Call the number 1-800-858-858.
Brilliant.
Perfect. But yeah, literally did nothing. Did you guys watch Aussies on the Saturday? Were you
did.
together?
Fucking oath we did.
We did.
It was good. It was good. Jimmy came to the pub. There was a few other boys there. And we sat around watching Australia beat
Yep.
Tunisia. Scary.
Yeah, it was. It was scary, but it was unreal. Early goal. Mitchell Duke.
Mitchell
header.
Duke. It was actually a very good header.
It was very good, yeah. It
I don't
was-
know how he did that. How
That
he
ball was
timed
coming
it.
quick and
He was
he took-
facing the other way.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, no, it was a great game. Bit scary towards the end.
Mate, Suter at the end does that.
That tackle. Yeah.
Oh, we'll touch on it a bit later. That
Well,
was
yeah, we'll
incredible.
touch
Yeah.
And then what? Did the night end there? Or
No, so I
Nah,
think
it
we've
didn't.
discussed it before. Like, if you're not drinking, well, we had a few, but if you don't want to go out, there's only a few places you can actually go to. So we went to
12 a.m.
Yeah, so we went to one of our favorite time wasters, Hijinx Hotel at
no,
Alexandria.
you did not again.
Yeah, we went.
Hijinx again.
But this time we had an extra 2 players.
Do you want to like re-inform the viewers? What is the Hijinx
Yeah.
Hotel? Is it a bar, a pub? What is it?
It's like it's like a bar pub, but they've got like special games room in there.
Yeah, so it's almost like a skate room mixed with like challenges.
Challenges, yeah.
Yeah, and you're trying to compete with the most points and the leaderboards
On that day.
on the whole day. Yeah, so we've been a few times and always come first.
Yeah.
Safe to say we did it again.
We did again.
We came first for the day.
Do you reckon you beat our old scores? Like were you that
Well, we
good?
actually compared it. We
Oh, really?
we
And
actually
what?
didn't beat when us 3 and 2 others went.
That
Yeah.
time was OP. We
That
were
was a-
cheating that time. We were like stepping inside the areas
Yeah,
and like throwing
well,
the
we
balls
tried to
in.
do that again, but shout out to Togs or Tommy Hogan, who used to be on the best bets with us.
Yeah.
He had an absolute
He had a
shocker.
shocker.
Really?
Oh,
He's bad back.
Big
and
liability.
he's back. He's back.
It was a
cooked us.
massive liability.
There was like that, that Scrabble room where you have to flip the cubes and make the words. The word was
Yeah.
there, and we had ARE. We just needed a D.
Yeah.
And Togs holding the D, and he's
he's just-
and we're like, Togs, we need a D, and he's just
Togs has no D.
Mate,
Nonchalantly
Togs literally had no D.
Yeah,
walking
no
to the
D.
fucking to put the cube in, and he cooked it.
He was legless.
So
Cost us potentially a record. Would you say, Mick?
yeah, I'd say so. But we were so good,
Shit.
we actually getting called up to the nationals for Hijinx Hotel competition.
Wow.
Just me and Jim.
There wouldn't be many countries competing in that.
No.
And Anti Petsoglu
Yeah.
or Antoni.
Yeah.
He smashes it
Long
every
time
time.
fan.
He loves it.
Long time listener.
Yeah.
Ask the question
But
every week.
Speaking of smashing it and winning, we actually have an announcement. We won the Nonna Tina's
Nonna Tina's.
pie competition with the YKTR Sports collaboration. So we'd like to thank you all for voting
Yep.
on the polls and the DMs, wherever you voted. Thank you so much because we're now sitting pretty with 12 pies a month.
Pretty much unlimited pies the whole year.
Yeah.
for
So
a full year.
I'm going to probably put on 5 to 10 kilos this time next year.
Yep.
And that will be why. It won't be the Maccas this time.
Aussie pies with an Italian twist. Nonatinas. Check him out, Jim, you reckon?
Unreal. Yeah, check them out
Like,
for sure.
Not going to lie, unsponsored, that bolognese pie
Yeah.
is so good.
It's
Like,
unreal.
I've been craving it.
Pastry, like everything about the pie.
The
was,
sauce inside
Yeah.
it. Oh, it's
So the guy
cracker.
behind it, Adam, I've spoken to him a few times. He's
Yeah.
authentic Italian, and his auntie actually made the fillings for these pies. That's why they were incredible. And I was like, mate, these are unreal. He goes, mate,
can
she
tell.
has smashed it. And they're not, sometimes you eat a meat pie, it's only got a little bit of meat,
Yeah.
and too much pastry. These are full to the brim.
Yeah.
And you're eating authentic
And the
Italian
pastry's
sauces.
mad as well.
Pastry's good.
Unreal.
And like we're Italian, so we know
what it
if
is.
it's up to Nonna's level or not.
Yeah.
And this is. So shout out to Nonnatinas. Check them out. They're cracker, especially the bolognese
We'll
pie.
link him in the show notes below, and you can
100%.
check him out. Maybe order a few and tell him the Cast Patrol sent you.
100%.
Yeah.
But I tell you what's better than pies? Australia beating Tunisia.
Yeah.
We've touched on it.
We just touched on it before.
But like,
What performance?
mate,
I don't actually believe it. I think last podcast they were just about to play France, and everyone knew they'd lose that. Speaking of that game,
I think
how
I did
good was
say
the first goal?
by 3.
We
Yeah,
scored
Yeah, the first goal.
Goodwin.
Yeah, I couldn't
Goodwin's been
believe-
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great celebration. But back to Tunisia.
Yeah.
Look, I did tip them to win, and I had the double bet from Sushi Mango where you get paid out for the first goal.
Yeah,
So
so
unreal.
You got paid out as
You
soon
got
as
paid
Duke
out.
scored.
It didn't matter, but I still wanted them to win.
Oh yeah.
But I can't believe it. Our third win in World Cup history. So we've witnessed one of them
Yeah.
now, and we actually have a chance to make it into the is it the quarterfinals or round of 16?
Round of 16.
Get out
yeah.
of the group. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get out of the group.
So how can we make it, Mick? Tell us the scenarios.
I'm about to sneeze. Jimmy, can you?
Okay.
I
Let's
can.
go, Jim.
So if France wins or draw, so let's say France beat Tunisia.
Yep. So
This is our best
scenario.
case scenario. France beats Tunisia. We just have to draw against Denmark.
Draw
Yeah.
or win minimum.
Yeah, draw, win.
So that's achievable.
That's achievable.
You'd say a draw is achievable.
So I would say that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, France draws with Tunisia. Then we have to beat Denmark,
Okay,
which is
and
going to be
that's
tough.
going to be tough.
That's a tough one.
But we have to go into the game regardless, thinking we're going to win.
Yeah.
We can't play for the draw. Then
No.
we're-
No,
if-
you just got to play.
It's only if France lose to Tunisia. If
yeah,
Yeah.
not draw.
no, not draw. So if France win or draw,
Oh, win or draw against it. Yeah.
then we're fine.
Yeah.
Which is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Tunisia surely don't beat France, the world champs.
Nah,
Nah,
they won't.
Don't say it.
But-
Thursday 2 a.m.
It's an early wake up.
I don't know about that one.
Are you boys going to set your alarms on your?
I'm going to be
think-
honest. I'm not going to watch it.
I think I'm going
2
to
a.m. so
I think I'm going to have a
stiff.
quick snooze and then wake up for it.
I think so. I think you have to
that's
wake
the
up.
best.
It's the worst time because then if you finish at like 4, are you going to go back to bed for 2
You have
hours?
to-
Yeah, you have to.
I reckon try and go to the bed early. Wait, what night is it?
So
Thursday.
tomorrow night. So Wednesday.
Okay,
night,
yeah. Speaking of alarms, but I've actually read something on Twitter about how different people use different alarm
Yeah.
sounds
Yep.
on their phones. And so, what sound do you use to wake up? Because this is you get it up on your phone.
So
get mine
I use the default one, the most irritating noise, because it's going to wake me up no matter what.
Oh, I think my one's
So
similar
stiff.
like that.
I use this one. I use Beacon.
Go, Mick.
Yeah,
That's
mate.
shit. Well, it goes lower.
It just keeps going.
Nah, that's not the one I use.
Do you use
What's
this,
the original one?
this one? I think.
Charles? No, that's a phone
No,
call one.
that's
No,
a phone call
Not
one.
that one.
Oh, here.
It's like the loud, obnoxious. Dun, dun.
Jim,
Where
which
is
one?
it?
It's in the sounds.
Nah, it's not there.
I think it's this one.
No. No.
You've
Mick,
cooked it.
this is your most cast segment ever.
Beacon.
Nah.
Nah, I think
Whatever
you
the
just-
default one is, it's just
Hang
loud
on,
and
hang on. I'll
obnoxious.
get it up. I'll get it up for
In the
you.
meantime, I'll show you guys my ringtone.
Oh, no. We.
That is good.
That's
Sounds. So you go sounds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then
So,
you
sorry,
go.
guys, for those playing along at home. It's actually shocking. Oh no, here. Do you use this one?
Go. No.
This is my one to make sure that I wake up.
Yes, that one.
Oh.
That-
Where do you go
what's
there?
it called? What's it called?
Radar.
Radar. It's so annoying. Like you can't snooze through that.
Sorry for everyone listening to that at home. It's probably just giving them PTSD. That's shocking.
Wait, is that ringtone?
Jim, you've lost it.
Jimmy's
how do you
lost
do
it.
Jim,
but,
you've lost it.
While Jimmy's trying to find his ringtone, Mick, what team or player has impressed you the most in the World Cup?
I think Brazil, all jokes aside, they've been incredible.
Yeah.
2 clean sheet wins. I don't think they've conceded a shot on target.
Not even a shot on target.
No.
They haven't even taken a shot that's gone towards the goal.
No, they're incredible.
Incredible.
And like just to have so many good forwards that play in good, strong teams like Rodrigo, Madrid, Neymar, PSG, Jesus is off the bench. Vinicius. Yeah, like they're just stacked. Even Richarlison,
Yeah.
like he's
That
been
goal
playing
he
incredible.
scored. Wow.
Wow, exactly.
That was crazy, eh? That touch and then bicycle,
and,
whatever it
and
was.
probably someone like Spain, like they won their first game 7-0 and then they drew against Germany, but I think they came from they were in front and then they bottled
Yeah,
it.
they've got a good young team, Spain. Obviously, we know what they had like back in the day, like Iniesta, Xavi and stuff. But yeah,
Now they got Gavi and Pedri, who are just
pretty
as
much
good.
the exact same. So no, they've been really impressive.
And what
this
about
World Cup.
players?
Mbappe
Mbappe,
at such a
yeah.
young
Yeah.
age.
Mbappe's a freak.
He's
He's 23.
He saved your
Scary,
best bet.
I know. Well, I did say it's going to come up to Mbappe heroics. And he literally scored a double and won the last 2 minutes. So
Who
He's a
else has been
legend.
good? Bruno Fernandes has been good for Portugal.
Yeah.
I think he's got 2 goals, 2 assists.
Aaron Moy,
For Aussies.
Moy,
how good is he in the middle? Sutar, incredible.
unreal. That tackle.
Oh, his defense, he was like a garbage bin. He was clean up all the shit. Like literally, he was just there every time.
He was.
So
That's who impressed me. But disappointing, I'd probably have to say Germany.
Belgium.
Belgium, yeah.
Yeah.
They've been really bad.
I've got Belgium in my sweep and they're just killing me. I need them to beat Croatia or
Yeah.
I'm done.
That's gonna be a tough game.
That'll be a good game.
Well, Belgium with all their
They're on par.
star-studded squad, it's just
Yeah.
tough. But Germany lost to Japan. That's a huge upset.
That's bad.
They'll probably just get out of their group if Spain can beat Japan.
But if
But
not, they're
you never
relying-
know. This-
you don't want to rely on other
This World
results.
Cup has been
It's been unreal.
unreal. Like,
Upsets everywhere.
Look, I don't like Qatar hosting the thing, but I have to say, when the World Cup comes around, I actually forget how good it is.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
I'm like,
and like,
fuck.
how good is that 9 p.m. game? Like
It's gone
during
now.
the week. I know it's gone now, but like you sort of
was
just
so
get
good.
home and there's nothing on like pretty much these days. But then you just look forward to that 9 p.m.
It's just
game.
there.
It's
Bang.
perfect because it finishes at 11, you go to bed.
Go to bed. Yeah.
You know?
So
I don't mind the 6 a.m. since I'm getting up for work
Yeah, that's not
around
bad.
that time anyway, so I get to watch a little bit.
yeah, that's good.
But
But I feel like you're not engaged. You're not like
Yeah.
sitting down and just watching it.
Yeah.
You're doing stuff.
the 9 p.m. games,
9 p.m. is hard to beat.
yeah, they're hard to beat in terms of time slots. But sometimes you don't even get the best teams. But
Yeah. But Australia on a roll, mate.
mate, they're on a roll. They're not.
Soccer. We just won the Rugby League World Cup.
Yeah, we did.
Australia Union team just
Mate,
beat
the
Wales.
Rugby Union.
Oh,
Did you guys watch that Union game?
I watched the highlights.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
get to
saw
watch
the
the game.
highlights.
Mate,
yeah.
they won 39-34. All right, it
Like, it doesn't look
seems
that
close.
good, you
no,
know?
but Wales were actually up by 21 points, which in converted tries, that's 3, with 25 to go.
Yeah.
So 3 converted tries up, less than half an hour to go. You can't lose.
No, it's a moral.
It's a moral, but take it back a few weeks to the Melbourne Cup, and my boss is Welsh, and he loves Union. And every time I give it to him, because Australia's won a Rugby Union World Cup, and I keep telling him, we don't even try at Union. It's like our 5th or 6th most popular sport in Australia. We don't try.
no one cares.
No one cares either. And he goes, mate, we're playing Wales versus Australia in a few weeks. How about you bet me? And I go, all right, let's make a big lobster lunch.
Oh, the lobster's back.
Lobster lunch. It came back. It got the idea from you. And I was like, that's it. Lobster lunch.
That's a big bet. That's
was
like a
bet-
$150 bet.
Wales have won the last
You know?
3 in a row as well.
Against Australia.
Against Australia. And it was at Wales.
But the odds were even.
No, towards kickoff, Wales went to like $1.60.
Oh, really? So you're
Yeah.
shitting it. You're like, fuck.
But so Australia won, and so I get lobster for lunch off my boss. But
How
even
good.
better, seeing the fucking Welsh lose after they ruined me last week or 2 weeks
On the
ago
best bet.
on the best bet at
Against
$1.03.
Georgia.
Yeah.
$1.03 and they lose at
$1.03.
home.
That is so short.
That's less than Winks.
shorter than Winks on like every run, pretty much.
Yeah.
Sickening.
That's stiff. But, you know, what can you do? Mick?
I'm glad. So winner, chicken dinner.
How good.
But enough about Rugby Union. We did an impersonation last week
A Vossi.
of Vossi for a Rugby League Live 5.
And we got some good feedback. There was a lot of comments.
Yeah.
And even Vossi retweeted it on
Vossi
Twitter.
tweeted.
What did he say?
He said solid.
Solid.
So Vossi thinks it's solid.
but
We're
Vossi-
doing a pretty
We're
good
doing
job.
something right.
Vossi thought I was solid. That's not bad. I can cop that.
Yeah. No, you did pretty good, Mick. But there were so many we left out. Like
So many.
the best one was 3 letters, 4 points. That's a try.
Yeah.
Wait, how do we figure that
There was
one?
so many. So we put the clip up on our Insta and said, hey, which quotes did we forget? And you guys flocked the comments with stuff. So we had this one. I love this one. To the hands, not the feet. No. What was he thinking?
The no. It's iconic.
And this one, which it's a bit of me for Oztag. He's a rugby league gazelle. There was so many good ones. Even
that's
he's
class.
absolutely bamboozled the defense. So which one
They're
do you
pretty
like?
good.
Even
Yeah,
this
right.
one. Do you remember this one?
Oh, yeah. That's about 1.5 on the Richter scale.
Yeah.
Bone rattling tackle.
Yeah, if there was like a big hit, it would be like, is there a doctor in the house?
But this one proper made me piss myself. From Jack Mitchell 31_, he goes, do you remember the kickoff? I hope my wife isn't listening, Eddie, because there is nowhere else I would rather be than beside you at this game. But yeah, it's like that was a blast from the past, reading all those
League
messages.
Live, yeah. That was good.
Do you reckon they'll bring a Rugby League Live 5 out?
Oh, we discussed it last week. I just don't think it happens.
I hope
And
so.
I hope so, but
And I hope it's good quality. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
Because the
Look,
last one's,
even if it's shit, I mean, we used to love playing the career mode.
the career mode, eh?
We used to get a degenerate team like the Tigers and just sign all these players.
Yeah.
And then eventually you see them actually come to fruition in the NRL a few years later. Like,
Yeah.
I think we had Bo Firma in our second row as a debutant.
And we had Tyson Gamble.
Yeah,
as our
Gamble.
halfback, and then he,
Gamble won the Dally M for us. In
and
like
he
20
burst on the scene this year for Brisbane.
So it was good to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But the best segment's back, boys. You thought you got away with
Final
it.
penalty, how good?
How is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn to speak.
It actually isn't. It is ages irrelevant fact of the week, boys.
Yep.
A dugong can hold its breath for up to 11 minutes.
And now for some play on or penalty for this week, we'll kick it off with
I tried so hard not to laugh
I know, I just try to skim past it.
because I wanted to say, mate, can you hold your breath for 11 minutes?
That's a good
All right, first play on or penalty for this week at Ayan Shukla, one of the great 18th bands in our
goat.
time. Sack whacking your mates. Boys, play on or penalty.
The crown jewels, you got to keep them safe. That's a big penalty.
I hated it, eh?
Even like a suspension.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling getting
I
sack
swear
whacked.
Mick used to be the worst at him.
No, I still do them. You have to.
He'd still do it. mate.
Sometimes when the boys are just laying into you, they just need a little bit of a
No, but sometimes we just be walking and you just do it.
I think the unexpected and unnecessary sack whack,
Yeah.
dog shots.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're not
They were funny
fucking
in high
necessary.
school.
But in the high
Now?
school days, they used to be like proper competitive. Like if you got someone, they would be coming back for you
Oh,
by the end of
yeah.
the day.
You'd be like hand on your pants, just
Oh.
trying to
There's
block
no
it.
worse feeling than getting sack
Oh,
whacked.
the worst.
I remember like once a kid got suspended because he like pinned someone down and like punched.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so bad.
It hurts just thinking about that.
I used to
No.
love. I think I've done it to Jimmy a few times. I remember we were walking once down Bondi, and I just pushed you in the bush.
That was
have-
funny though.
yeah.
Because Jimmy was so legless, he was drunk. He didn't know what was going on. And he was just cruising to Beach Road and then just gets pushed in the bush.
Yeah.
So play on or penalty that one. I'm gonna have to say play on.
I'm going to say suspension,
Yeah.
penalty,
Massive.
grade 4,
Massive
4 to
sin
6
bin.
weeks.
Sin bin, sent off. All of the above.
Yeah.
Penalty. Next one at Manny_733.
He's back.
He's back. Not wiping your ass after a phantom shit.
So what is a phantom shit?
Jimmy, can you elaborate on this?
I know we searched it up before. I think it's when you shit and then you go and wipe your ass, but like there's just nothing there.
And then you check the toilet, and because it's so heavy, it's already gone.
It's gone.
So you can't even see it.
So you don't know if you actually shat or not.
And then like we looked at it, and it was like apparently it can cause paranoia.
Yeah, it's like you just
and
not
like
sure if
self-doubt because you
actually-
don't know, did I actually do a shit or not?
Yeah.
Mm.
And then if you wipe, sometimes it's not there.
No, you still have to wipe
All right.
regardless.
So okay, you
So
wipe.
back to the question, do you wipe after a phantom shit?
Okay, let's say.
Play on for wiping. Yes.
Okay, so you wipe. There's nothing there. Do you go again?
Yeah, I think.
Wait, sorry, Mick. The question was not wiping after a phantom shit.
Well,
So
you
you're
wipe.
gonna-
You
you're gonna-
wipe.
so
Yeah,
you're
you wipe.
penalising
So
it?
penalise. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a penalty?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, more than a pen. If you ever sit on the toilet, you just have to.
On report.
Yeah, on report.
Yeah, I agree. On report.
What about your mum?
If
when
you're
she
in
washes your
doubt-
undies?
Yeah, if you're in doubt that you're gonna do a shit, like you did a shit or not, you just wipe just to be safe.
Okay.
Unless you're jumping in the shower straight after,
Ooh, that's true.
then you don't.
Yeah, that's a different story. But yeah, let's say you wipe. There's nothing there. Are you wiping again, or are you like paranoid?
One more to be sure.
One more to be sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
That's fair. Next one at Mason McCarthy. Being sexually attracted to dwarfs. Asking for a mate. Mace? Playing on penalty.
This guy's a full sick human.
Yeah, you're
He's a
sicko,
sick
mate.
cat.
He's a
isn't he?
sicko. But he's cast, and that's why we love it.
Dwarfs?
I'm gonna say play on.
I think
whatever. Well, if you're attracted to whatever it may be, then
Go
so
for
be it.
Go for
Exactly.
your life.
Like
yeah.
your mate or yourself, whoever's asking this, Mace, they can't change what they're attracted to.
Yeah.
So if they're attracted to dwarfs,
Go for it.
play on.
Play on, yeah.
Speaking of weird sexual fantasies and attractions, do you remember one of our early podcast episodes we talked about the cast character of the girl that married a doll?
A doll, yeah.
Or like a plush doll? Or rag doll.
A rag doll.
Did you see the update on it?
Nah, what was the update?
She's taken that Marcelo rag doll to court because she claims he cheated on her. And they've had a kid and stuff.
Marcelo's fucked. He doesn't know what to do now.
Marcelo's rattled.
He's gone.
So she's lost it.
She's taken him to court.
Bruh, imagine losing a court case to a rag doll.
That's when you start to look in the mirror and question.
That's when you stuffed it.
Yeah, going back to Mace's question. Oh, sorry, play on a penalty. Yeah, play on.
As Jim always says, love is love. Play on.
Love is
is
love,
love.
and we'll leave it at that. Play on. Six
Play
again.
on. Next one is at Kathleen Shell. Going to the cinemas on the 1 ounce. Play on a penalty.
I can't say that I've ever done it. I don't know. I just not that I feel
Would you?
awkward. I'm not a big movie person myself. I sometimes get the old USB or Thailand DVD given to me with the newest movies. So
The old hard drive?
Yeah, and if I am going to go to a movie, I'm probably trying to see it with someone that's probably interested in that movie, like the Avengers or something.
Yeah, there's no way I can walk into like a cinema, let's say Hoyt's, buy popcorn myself, go to the cinema myself
do
and
it?
just sit there. Like, that's just loneliness. Sorry, cat.
I'd probably just watch the movie at home instead.
Yeah, I would not go to the cinema by myself. Penalty.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm similar to Mick because I'm not a big movies guy. Well, there's no movies out
Like going to the cinema.
that I've been like, oh, I actually want to go to the cinema and watch it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably say penalty on the 1
Like
ounce.
I'm going to say
Like you can do it.
play on for people that do it, but
Yeah.
penalty for
Personally,
myself.
I
yeah.
couldn't do it myself. But
Like if I saw someone on the 1 ounce movie, I wouldn't even think anything of it.
like you just be like,
Yeah,
whatever.
but whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not judging, but personally, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And last one for this week is from at Scotty to Hottie. Smoke bombing an event. Play on a penalty.
So you guys know what smoke bombing is, obviously?
Yeah, it's when you duck out of
Backdoor
a party
it.
early.
Yeah.
Backdoor.
Backdoor it, like nothing happened, bang, you disappear.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a massive penalty. I'm big on like courtesy. Like regardless if you're gonna leave early and having a good time, just be honest. Be like, I'm leaving. Just at least say goodbye to the person that invited you at a minimum. For me, or at least your mates, because sometimes your mates don't even know where you are.
Yeah.
Or they might think you're in danger.
Might
or
get
something.
worried about you,
Yeah, yeah.
and they might ruin their night.
Yeah, and they spent worrying. So that's from my point of view. I'd say penalty for smoke bombing.
I feel it like depends what event. Like if it's your
Depends
close,
on the event. I
if it's
think.
your close mate's event or like a birthday, etc.
Yeah, you let them
Don't
know.
smoke bomb. Obviously, just
Yeah. Yeah,
say
yeah.
bye. But if it's like a work event, it's like a big work event, and
Oh,
you just
yeah.
off it, and you're like, if I leave, no one will give a fuck.
Yeah, like literally no one will
Just
care if
get
you
the
let-
bomb out, bang.
Like,
Smoke
would you
bomb.
what's
say
your
goodbye
what's
to
your
your
what's your
workmate?
I'd
tactic?
probably say goodbye to like someone I'm next to,
Yeah.
and then literally just walk out.
Well, you'd actually say bye. You wouldn't just like.
I don't think that's a full smoke bomb.
that's
So
not because you're
you don't
saying
think
you're leaving.
No, a smoke bomb is not saying to anyone.
Like you'd be like, oh, I'm ducking to the bathroom, and then you don't come back. That's
That's what I mean. You have to say at least
I feel
for
like
one person.
depending on the scenario, I'd just say 6 again.
Yep.
yeah,
6 again, yeah.
yeah.
What do you
Beautiful.
boys reckon? Agreeing?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
Cool. Okay, so
Adrian.
now the second best segment that we have, this or that. We're going to start with a regular, a local, as you would like to call him. Lachlan _M_J_03.
He's back.
He's not shitting on you this time, Mick.
Lockie's
mate.
back.
Naked in public or wear a Roosters jersey in public?
I think we've gone over this one before.
We've done similar.
We've done similar. Nah, you're not copying
fine for
in
nudity?
public. He didn't say how long you have to put the Roosters jersey in public for and how many people are around. So, mate, Lachlan, I've just outsmarted you. I'm going to put it on for 1 second, take it off. And no
Jimmy?
one's even around. No photos.
What are you going to do, Jimmy?
Yeah, no, wear a Roosters jersey in public. We're proud.
Yeah, but you're not a South fan.
I would say, if I had to say, a second team would be the Roosters.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's easy for you.
Yeah. Well,
All
there
right,
you
the
go.
Broncos, are they rivals for you?
Yeah.
Wear a Broncos jersey?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
For 1 second, like me. Take it off.
In public. So walk around in public. I reckon. I wouldn't go nude. I'll go undies.
All right, we'll
Cop
take
Well,
that.
that's
lucky.
not. Well, that's not the question.
So go full nude,
Nude,
naked.
naked, butt naked,
butt naked.
Yep.
schlong out and everything.
Yep.
Everyone
If
sees.
you have one.
Everyone sees the crown jewels.
I'm going to take him out. I'm not putting that Roosters jersey on. Lockie, I'm with you.
Yes.
Going naked.
There's always one.
At Jared Cullen, Zach Purden or J Mac?
And for those that don't follow racing, James McDonald's the best jockey in Australia. And Zach Purden is the best jockey, hands down, in Hong Kong and potentially the world. Zach Purden, we actually had the privilege to interview. So that's the special guest podcast that's dropping next week. So all the horse racing enthusiasts, we'll be sure to tell you what time it is. It's probably going to be the same time, Wednesday, 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
He was a great guest.
Oh, he was
Great
unreal.
guess, yeah.
He revealed so much.
Oh, so much juice.
Yeah.
Like even when he was going to retire, like that was a big bombshell. I was like,
Oh, I didn't expect him to
okay.
retire that early. Oop, said too much.
Yeah.
All about his rivalries with Moreira, J Mac.
J-Mac
White.
recently
Yeah.
tells us why John Moreira is not racing in Sha Tin anymore
Yeah.
in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But shout out to Zach Purden. He's got all these awards recently, like
He got
fastest to
50 winners.
50 winners. Oh, he's
5 winners
flying.
on Sunday.
He's
He's
unreal.
flying.
Not bad for a day's work.
So
And he's-
back to the question, boys. Who is the best jock in the world, J Mac or Zach Purden?
Well, it didn't actually say best jockey or not. So I'm going to say Zach Purden based on form and what he's doing in Hong Kong, just smashing everyone and everything that races against him. And not to mention, top bloke, loves the cast patrol, always down for a message as well.
Yeah.
Zach Purden, you have my heart.
That is true. He responds to all the DMs.
He responds
He
to-
does. He's very good. Sorry, Zach, but I'm gonna say J Mac. I'm gonna go for the local. Well, not local. He's Kiwi. You know what I mean. I just think he's just in Australia, hands down, best jockey in Australia. Like he's panels above, like the rest of everyone else.
Well, did you actually see the jockey points from 1 to 10
For
for New South Wales?
like where they're at the moment.
The gap between J-Mac and Hugh Bowman in second is bigger than second to 10th.
It's ridiculous.
He's he's smashing them all.
It's literally
Oh, right.
J Mac, Daylight, the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like the way he just gets a horse to settle, like they just run for him. So I think J Mac. And like look what he's done over the spring carnival. He's just dominated the spring. Not to say that Zach wouldn't if he was here, but
Well, that's the question. How do we know? Like, who's
exactly
better?
like you can argue, Zach in Hong Kong, does he have much competition compared to J Mac? It's one of those ones. So I'd say J Mac.
It's a tough one. I'm going to go Zach.
Yeah.
I'm going to back my boy in.
Yeah.
Zachy Purden, he's flying in Hong Kong, breaking
is.
all these records. Like, they're not going to get near him. But I do think it depends on what track. If they're racing in Hong Kong, I'll take Zach every day. If they're racing in Australia, J-Mac every day. I'd love to see him somehow race together in like a all-stars jockey match or something.
Oh, well,
That'd be pretty
J Mac
sick.
will be up there for the Hong Kong carnival.
Yeah, but it's different because like,
But they'll all be on good
like
horses though. So
Yeah, Zach's like a professional at that Hong Kong track.
yeah.
Sha Tin and Happy
Yeah.
Valley.
What about if they've raced on neutral ground?
What,
year?
go to Ascot or something?
Yeah, in
Well, that
England.
would be interesting.
That'd be very interesting.
Yes.
But then the horse,
Yeah, there's a lot of factors, but
they just need to do a sudden death between them somehow.
yeah, that's why there's so much beef between the two.
Yeah. All right, next question. So
Next
Zach
question.
Purden wins. Thanks, mate.
Zach Purden wins.
Hey,
At Ryan
and
Grouse.
podcast dropping Wednesday, 7 a.m. if we didn't say it already.
Stay tuned.
Yes, massive one. If you don't listen to that, you shouldn't even be
You're
following
kidding
us.
yourself.
At Ryan Grouse, $2 million right now or $500 every time someone lies to you.
Ooh. So, $2 million is a lot of money and $500 for each lie.
Right now, in your account, Mick.
Okay, but you got to think about it. How many lies?
Yeah. How many lies do you cop a day?
Because this is for the rest of your life. So, how many lies do you cop in a day? Let's do the maths.
I'd say, what would you think, Jim? 10 lies?
That's a
Yeah,
bit
but
bit
10's
lower?
high. Like
Bit
10,
lower?
like people like you cop in 10 lies a day. Like think about it. You're at work. Like
Hey, honestly, I reckon, let's say like let's low expectations.
Five.
I'm gonna
Five.
say let's say five.
Five?
Okay, so
Alright.
five.
We'll
So
go with
five
five.
lies a day times 500. That's $2,500.
Yep.
365 days in a year. Yeah.
Yep.
So you get $912,000
A year.
A year,
So just under a mil.
just under a mil for 5 lies a day.
So if you do that for 3 years, you've already made profit.
Yeah,
Over
after
that 2
3
mil.
years, 2.7. So if you do it for 10, it's 9 mil. So Ryan, good question, mate. You've actually,
You've nearly rattled us.
doing the eye test at the start, you think, 2 mil for sure.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then
You put
Yeah.
that in the kitty.
you do it for your whole life, then no, you take the 500 for sure.
yeah.
Or just hang around mates like Age and Jim, and they tell you you're good at tipping. So and you'll get it quickly.
Oi, Mick, you're the best cast tipper.
500.
If you hang out with us, then you'll get it pretty quick.
Okay, next question. His brother at Corey Grouse. Shit your pants on the first date or shit your pants walking down the aisle?
Okay, are we assuming that it's the same person in this
Oh.
scenario?
Let's just say it's someone that. Let's just say.
I don't think so.
For argument's sake, let's just say it's the same person.
Okay, let's
Because
say
if it's not the same, then you just got to take.
Like it could
You-
just be like a,
yeah, 'cause
a
it's a-
shit first date. Whatever.
Yeah,
If
who
it's-
cares?
If it's shit first date, it doesn't matter. But if it's the same chick, like I imagine we said you have your soulmate right here in front of you,
Yep.
and that is the person that you're gonna do it. So if you shit your pants on the first
You
date,
might stuff it's over.
you might lose your soulmate.
Yeah.
You probably will.
Yeah, you probably will, unless you can hide it. But
But if you get all that way
nah,
and then you shit in the aisle,
yeah, like it's
on
not
the aisle.
it's not relationship ending, but shitting on the aisle on the big day.
like everyone's eyes are peeled.
It's like having a shocker in the grand final.
Oh,
It's like your one chance.
So what is your answer?
I'm gonna say shit on the first date, just because I feel like you can do.
you can look past it.
You can do something. So
Yeah.
like it doesn't say they know on either one. You know what I mean?
If you shit, what about when you shut yourself on the potty?
Yeah, but you can say.
Do you want to relive that in front of a girl that's your soulmate?
Yeah, that's bad. But you can just say I'm going to the
In front
toilet.
of a family?
Ditch the
Down the
undies.
aisle?
Yeah, I don't know. Nah.
No, let's say both scenarios they find out.
I think I'm shitting on the first date.
I'm shitting on the first date. Yeah.
Really?
can look past
I'm
it?
going to take the aisle
No.
because once you get to that aisle, everything's locked in. You pay for the
Is it
wedding.
though?
You've got the ring. Like all you need to do
So
is
you shit
say,
yourself and then
I'm going to shit myself.
Yeah, but think about this, right?
Go.
On the first date,
Yeah.
the only person that knows who shat themselves is the girl.
I know, but imagine you lose her because
But
that's the biggest turn
Imagine
off
on the
ever.
aisle, you shit yourself.
Yeah.
And all 300 guests also know you shat yourself.
I know, but you got the girl that you love.
But they
your
have it on
soulmate.
they have it on video down the aisle. Age. Oh fuck.
Hey, you have your soulmate. Love is love.
Love is love. But
Nah.
shitting yourself down the aisle, social suicide.
yeah, that's a tough one.
Anyway,
Great
is a
question,
tough one.
Corey.
Corey smashed
Hey,
it.
we got one more from at Wacko. Penrith Panthers 2022 or Melbourne Storm 2020? Who are you taking?
Like teams, if they versed each other.
Squads.
Taking that Melbourne team, man.
That Melbourne bench
That Melbourne bench.
was
Yeah.
stacked.
Brandon Smith, Big Tino, Finucane, Nico Hines.
Tally M winner. Oh.
That's incredible.
That's
yeah,
unreal.
Pappenhausen. I
Pappenhausen.
really just don't like Penrith, so I'm gonna go Storm.
I'm going to go Melbourne, yeah.
I'm going to go Panthers because their team is the most well-rounded team
It is.
I've
It is.
seen play ever. Just everything works so well together. Their forwards, their backs, their halves.
Yeah.
That 2022 Panthers team, elite.
But Cameron Smith, he knows how to win.
He does.
He knows how to win.
Munster.
If you told me the 2017 Melbourne, hands down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Slater, Munster,
Cronk.
Cronk, Smith.
yeah.
Oh,
Easy.
I'll take that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Perfect. Well, that is it for this
is
or
it.
that.
Listener questions. All right, everyone. You ready? Let's go.
Born ready. Let's go.
At Rosie Fadul 1, early prediction for top 8 next year. Before we answer the question, she wrote a brilliant article about Joey Manu.
She did.
And his potential at fullback. So that's on our Instagram. Check it out. Great read. She's an aspiring rugby league journalist.
She's only 16 as well.
She's very young and she's
got a lot
writing.
of-
Very talented.
She's writing better than some NRL journalists
Yeah.
on the news.
Literally. And she's
Smashing.
writing for us.
Heaps of potential, yeah.
So,
She's very good.
Thank you, Rosie.
Thank you, Rosie. So early prediction for top 8 next year is very early to call. How about we just say anyone that might fall out, someone might go in.
Well, can we do some locks? And then we can just
Yeah, let's
decide
just
All
go.
right,
that.
let's lock them in.
Panthers.
Lock.
Yeah.
Storm.
Lock.
Roosters.
Lock.
South.
Lock.
Cowboys.
Lock.
Cowboys, yeah. Sharks.
Lock. So that's 6. So we got 2 teams. So who are the 2 teams?
Para, Manly.
Para lock.
Yeah, Para.
Para lock. So we just got 1 team out.
Manly.
So who was the team that came in?
So who's left? Broncos, Manly.
No,
Canberra.
well, who was the team that? Oh, Canberra made it this year.
Yeah.
So I think Canberra fall out, and then I think it's between Bulldogs with all their new signings.
yeah.
or Manly with new coach and Tom
Turbo.
Trbojevic back?
Or
Fit
even Broncos with Walsh at the back. But you got to, if Turbo's fit, they make
I'm
it.
going to go Manly.
Manly?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to say bold. I'm going to say Sharks actually drop out.
Yep.
Sharks drop out.
I'm going to say Sharks drop out.
Yep.
And I want to put Manly and Bulldogs in.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna.
Because the top 8 changes too much.
It
every
does
year.
change. Maybe Para. Will Para drop out or not?
Who they lost? Marnie, but they got Josh Hodgson.
Papali'i.
And Papali'i. Maybe
If they lose
Para.
Moses or Brown, or is that for the year
That's
after?
for the year after.
Yeah. Tough
Yeah,
one.
I'll just stay safe. I think Manly make it in. The Smokies are Broncos and Dogs.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
fair. Well, it actually leads us on to our next question from @Nipper_Simpson. Has Parramatta's premiership window officially shut?
I think it has for like this year especially.
Yeah.
Because like if they can't win with Marnie and Papali'i and they'll have like Murchie in the second row with
Josh
Hodgson,
Yeah.
it's a big drop. And then the year after, they're probably going to lose Brown or Moses because they can't afford that. I think it's closed.
Yeah, I think this year was probably their best chance to win it.
Yeah.
Um,
Literally made the GF.
made the GF, yeah, that was it. And yeah, I don't know. Unless they make some signings, but yeah, if they lose Moses or Brown in the next couple of years,
They could go for another 36 years.
who knows?
I don't think their window was ever open. I think it's been
But,
shut.
yeah.
Well, it's hard to
barricaded.
say it wasn't open last year or this year when they're on the GF. You
Yeah.
know? They've been there and abouts. They'll be there again, but fuck, it's going to be hard to win a comp.
Yeah.
At the Super Coach Experience, what's better, a really good shit or an average wank?
An average wank.
Of course, say that.
Because my ceiling's pretty high.
A good shit after a night out when your stomach's just fucked
Yeah.
and you just get it all out.
That's
That's
always
hands down
good.
one of the best.
Yeah, I'm going to go with really good shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Over an average wank.
I don't think we've agreed on anything this podcast.
I don't think
It's
so.
always
Yeah.
been 2-1.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's shocking. Next question. At Rob_Junior, one player to bring back in his prime in the rugby league.
Jared Hayne. Get him out of jail.
It's not in
He
jail
was-
anymore.
Is he out?
I think you got to release.
He's out. He's out. Yeah, yeah.
Well, get him back on the pitch, mate. 09 form. That was the best year I've seen. Turbo gives it a good run, but Hayne 09, get him back.
I want to bring back Joey Johns just for the fact that I think we were just a little bit too young to appreciate him and watch him. And from all I hear, he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I'm going to say Benji in his prime.
What about Matt Bowen? Don't you love Matt
I
Bowen?
love
I
Matt.
thought he was gonna
I was
say
going to
Matt
say,
Bowen.
you know,
I thought you were
like,
going to say Matt Bowen.
I could go bias, Matty Bowen, JT, but Benji was unreal to watch in his prime, like
Yeah.
growing up. So
Steps, flick passes,
everything
had it all.
Oh, unreal. So yeah, Benji.
Next question at Rugby League Live 5. If Rugby League Live 5 was out in 2023, who would be the most OP player in the game?
I'm going to start us off. Trell Mitt. Because Rugby
What
League
a
Live
surprise.
is all about the fend.
And this
No,
evasion.
the fend is
Yeah.
OP
Yeah.
and the strength. So literally you just run up to some center or some winger, doots, left fend,
Yeah.
he's through. He might have the speed to back it up, but I think they'd be generous with him.
I'm going to go on the pace side of things. And I think Addo Carr, even with his strength as well, he's pretty strong. And his pace, you'd be getting around anyone.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to like fend him. You just run around him, mate.
Yeah, you do the ones where you just keep
And then like the
sidestepping.
fullback, you like go one side and then just try and go around the other side.
Fox would be OP.
Or even To'o would be OP.
Yeah, tall. I'm going to say Munster with that fend.
Honestly, right? Yeah.
Left
Munster's
foot,
fend.
that left foot step, and then the fend. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be unreal.
What about
Who do you reckon would be
notable
the height-
mentions like Turbo,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joey
Turbo.
Manu,
Teddy.
Oh,
Teddy,
Manu.
To'o.
some forwards.
I think highest.
Cam
Oh,
Murray.
Hassel, someone fucked like Lolo.
no, for feeder.
David Feeder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for feeder will be going.
Feeder.
Who would be
Big
the
crack.
highest rated? You
I
reckon?
think you'd have to put Nathan
Nathan Cleary or
Tedesco.
Teddy.
Yeah, those two.
Yeah.
Or Turbo.
Turbo would come close.
Yeah.
Final question for this week. At Baxter.Beasley, does Borgie have the potential to be the best 18th man ever? Well, he won this week. He got Australia at $3.60, I think it was.
$3.80 into
$3.80.
$3.60.
It's very good. But look, Ayan's the best 18th man we've had, and he's got four.
Four back to back.
Four in
It's
a
hard
row,
to
yeah.
beat. If Borgie can land 3 of these odds in a row,
Yeah.
then we can start arguing. But at this minute,
It's a yarn.
it's too early.
Yeah, it's too early.
He
Look,
started with a bang though.
but that's what we wanted. He's been hyping it up in the DMs for so long.
Honestly, like 3 months.
Yeah, I'm
He's
glad-
been going
I'm
on,
glad
like,
he got
give
the
me a
gig.
chance. Like I'm not going to disappoint. Like he's been going hard.
He's put his
It
balls
was a
on the line.
perfect week for
And we
him.
were riding at home. Usually we sort of like death ride the 18th man. Well, you
We
know,
wanted
it's
the Aussies
Australia.
to win.
but yeah, we wanted the Aussies
Look, if he
to
tips
win.
Australia versus Denmark this week,
Like draw,
Hey, and
draw, win.
Actually, for the listeners, this is how good Borgie is. We tell him to pick a tip from Friday to Sunday or Monday at latest, and he picked one on Friday morning, which was a bit too early for the cutoff. But he picked Portugal to win and Ronaldo to score.
Yeah, so I put
the
on
first
double
game.
instead, and
Which
it got
got
up.
up.
And
Yeah.
it won, so he's almost 2 in a row. So,
So he
He's
should be
done
2 in a
very
row,
well.
but he's not.
we can't do that.
So
But speaking of our tips of the week, it's time for that, and we said we're going to put our balls on the line and do it.
We are.
Shall I kick things off?
I reckon we start in order of best to worst.
Okay.
So Mick, you just wait a bit.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
So
Take us away, Age.
France, my saviours last week, and Mbappe, I did say he's going to do something miraculous. And within 2 minutes left, he scored a goal. Thank you, Mbappe. But we're going to jump off the French bandwagon. We're going with Uruguay. Yes, I know they've been terrible, but you got to think about it this way. They need to win. No matter what, they have to win, and they will win. I think they're versing Ghana. It's going to be a shoe-in. And they're going to be playing the same time as Portugal versus Korea. So they won't know the score. There's just a win mentality. $1.75. Get on.
Jim?
Beautiful.
You're next.
I tipped the listeners this will test you in last week's winner bottom. Unlucky third. This week is
That should have won.
should have won.
Should've won.
It
If
missed
it
the start.
didn't miss the start, it
Yeah,
would have won.
yeah.
But you still had the place odds of 380. So
Yeah,
it's pretty
it was
good.
14
Great
bucks
tip.
to win, 380 the place. But for this, the Northerly Stakes is on this weekend. Cascadian, best horse in the race. Godolphin just won the winner bottom last week. They're flying. They've been flying all spring. He'll win about 280, $3 bucks.
Are you shitting it about Amelia's Jewel?
I am, but I just think Cascadian is just the best horse in the race.
But Amelia was your best bet 2 weeks ago.
She was.
And she ran well.
But that was in her own class. This is
Yeah.
up against the older horses, different class. Cascadian, proven Group 1 winner in, over in Vic, and
So class will prevail again.
class prevails. So, yeah, Cascadian.
Do you know
Shop
the,
around.
Do you know the jockey on board yet?
I think it's going to be Jamie Carr.
Jamie Carr.
Yeah, I think it'll be Carr or Ben Mellum, either or. I'll take him.
Who will be on Amelia? Do you know?
Pat Carberry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. AA, best for last or fucking worst for last?
Give me a drum roll.
Come on, Mick.
All right, boys. I'm 0-6. I've killed Nation Strip, Animo, Wales, England, everything.
Everything.
Verstappen, we've been over it. I've had the week off in the sin bin.
How was it, Mick? How was the bin?
Have you you've had time to
I've had
reflect?
time to reflect. I watched a lot of World Cup games, and I've come back.
You're
with
zoned in.
I'm zoned in with a breath of fresh air.
And I
ready.
think the difference is you actually prepared your tip this time
Yeah.
on the podcast.
This is
Yeah.
it. I'm going to break
It's not
the
like a
la-
last minute, I'm going to tip
Nah,
this.
This is it. I've got the odds in front of me and everything. So I'm going to stick with the best teams. So I'm going with Spain to beat Japan. They need a good result to finish top of the table. So put Spain into the multi with Brazil to beat Cameroon. That gives you $1.80. I'm going to look down the barrel for this one. Brazil and Spain will get nothing less than a victory. Brazil are not losing to Cameroon. That's a lot.
I can agree with that. Brazil won't lose.
Brazil a lot. Spain, the only thing that might stuff me, if they get a draw, then they still finish top of the table.
That's the thing. They don't need a win.
I know.
That's the leg that can
But-
stuff you.
Spain, if they want to prove that they are favourites for this World Cup,
Yeah.
they need to beat Japan. Just to be like, this is it, like we are the real deal.
Yeah.
They won seven goals in the first game
Yeah.
against Costa Rica, who are arguably shit. And then drew to Germany when they were 1-0 up and they maybe should have won
Choked
that
a
one.
bit.
Yeah.
They choked. Now they got Japan. If they lose to Japan, they lose top of the group. So I don't think they want to even get close to that. So they will not lose. Japan will get rolled. So Spain into Brazil, give you $1.80. That's beautiful.
What about they're up like 2-1 or like 1-0 and then they just turn the gas off because they know if they draw they'll still come top. Like they're just like, oh, stuff it, draw
Who
one.
knows?
Look, I just don't think they tank unless they know that I'm riding them. That's the only one.
I just want you to lose because if you lose 4 more in a row, you're getting your ass tattooed when you're in America.
That's true.
Yeah.
Back cast never lasts on your ass.
On the,
Well,
on
so
your ass.
speaking of America, this is actually my last live podcast.
It
So
is.
it's been great this
For
year.
the year?
I just want to say amazing. Thank you everyone
Yes.
for the support, even when I'm doing shit in the tips, but just like the cast patrol in general.
32
Yeah.
episodes in,
Yeah, like we would not be
and it's
here
gone
without
like
Grateful.
that. It's just
Yeah.
gone so quick.
Oh, it's like we started in May and it's just going up and up and up. We see
Yeah.
the followers, the comments, likes, just
Yeah.
everything's just becoming a bit more like a community.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be here without you.
No,
so
100%.
That's right.
keep it up, guys.
My
But
last live one,
but we have some pre-recorded in the
they're all-
bank
We're only going to miss 1 week, so when over the festive period,
over Christmas.
because
isn't
I
it?
leave to America on Saturday week, and then Adrian leaves the week after me.
Yep. So next week, Zach Purden.
The
The week after that, me and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Who needs Mick? It's going to be the best podcast ever.
That'll be the
Better
best
tune into
one.
that one.
And then the week of Christmas, we got a Christmas special lined up.
Oh, we'll be in our sweaters. We're looking good.
Yeah.
Decorations.
And then we have one more special guest.
We won't reveal.
Not reveal. It's a special guest.
One of the greats.
And then after all that schedule, with only 1 week off, all 3 of us will be back refreshed in
We're
the
back.
new year from our holidays.
You missed nothing.
You'll miss nothing.
Yeah.
It'll be like we're not even gone. We're still going to try and post every once, twice.
Oh no, we'll be posting.
Oh, we're posting?
Oh, we'll be posting.
Maybe not double. We're not going to be
Yeah,
able to
that will be
access-
hard unless we use a VPN.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't say that. Oh, we didn't say that.
Cut that bit out.
Maybe,
Cut that
maybe
out.
Jimmy can do something.
Yeah, no,
with the-
Jimmy, you have dabble. You're in Australia. Are you going
Yeah.
anywhere, Jimmy?
Or I'll be somewhere. I'll be around.
You're going to Central Coast or Queensland or
I'll
something.
be on
are
the
you?
sunny coast and I'll be in the central
Yeah.
coast. Somewhere
Jimmy
down
will be doing
south
dabble tips
as
so.
well. So
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
I can break my streak before I go to America. I just don't want the stress when I'm over there.
Imagine you're there, you get 9 in a row, you're in the bin, you have that 1 week to just think of a winning
1
tip.
week and it'll be over like after the new year, new me.
Oh, new year, new Mick.
But yeah, I think that's a good time to sort of wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening.
thanks everyone.
Thank you, and I'm glad that that's Mick's last potty. Me and Jim show, the Gym Patrol.
How good.
I'll be
good.
back live next year. See you, everyone.
See
See you guys. Have a good
Bye.
week. See ya.